yourself to heal.
Yeah, well, my name means brave.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you don't need to know how long it takes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to know anything. Just live in the moment
Yeah.
and deal with whatever emotions on your plate.
Exactly.
So you already know all this stuff. It's always easier to help somebody else.
Yeah, I know.
But when you drown
yeah.
in your own stuff, you forget how to do it for yourself. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think reading Akashic Records comes easier when it comes to other people's Akashics.
Yeah, because it's like when you're in your own stuff, now you're in the emotional field. Easy to support somebody else through their emotional field because you're not stuck in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? That's why it's a good channeler, just like participates, it only goes into guidance.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to deem you what you're supposed to do or what you should do.
Yeah.
Unless asked, like, what should I do?
I'm gonna post this on YouTube. That's okay, right?
What's that?
I'm gonna post it on my channel.
I don't care.
Okay.
None of this stuff bothers me.
Yeah. No, your word needs to get out.
Oh shit! Oh, that's supposed to go right here.
Now you can go. Yeah.
So I'm glad you're out, anyways, because that's cool.
Yeah, I love hanging out with you guys.
So take your time and enjoy your days.
Yeah.
Right? Just don't run away.
How's Seymour?
I saw him when I got back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when I got back, I saw him for like a little bit of a powwow.
Oh, yeah.
Seymour is like, he's very humble.
Yeah.
He usually kind of allows everybody to dump everything into his field, into his life.
Yeah.
He just seems to know how to navigate it or live in it all.
Yeah,
But he never stands up with power.
Yeah, I understand. He's very gentle.
So it's like a people pleaser, very humble.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he works out very well. He's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, he does.
He's well read.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful heart. He just wears a few things where he doesn't want to, like, probably address them at the moment.
Okay.
Right? But everybody's got that baggage.
Yeah.
I mean, I might sit here and, like, talk like I know it all. I'm wearing all this stuff myself.
I know. Same.
I can only share it with people. I mean, if people, like, know what it all feels like, everybody can feel what I go through.
Like, I scream a lot. I get angry a lot, you know?
I know, but who are you screaming at or angry at?
Oh, I just hate the control dramas.
I know, but it's like, is it you also?
Yeah,
control?
of course. But I'm like, sometimes I just get over it. You know what I mean?
I know, but like the whole scenario is you're allowed to be a drama queen or king.
Yeah.
But what does it mean when you pull it apart to look at what's the dramatization about?
Yeah.
Right? So usually when you're having that kind of an explosion, there's more than one emotion involved.
Yeah.
So hate, anger, right? When they bind up, they're powerful.
Yes.
All right. So if you put in there, I don't know, loss, anxiety, they're still shadow-based energies.
Yeah.
So you gotta wrap those in there. See how it turns into a nut ball?
Yeah.
It's big. Now, if you're not able to see all the parts, and all that's presented you in one big nut ball, what are you going to do? But otherwise, it's scream, because you don't have the ability to unmask 4 emotions, which really is 6 or 7, all in that same nut ball.
Yeah.
Because then you got vengeance that comes in, denying the healing, because
Not like revenge.
Yeah, it's like who's to blame for this whole thing?
Yeah.
Is it me? Could it be a piece of you? Should probably say yes. Right? Because when a relationship breaks down, it's never just one person that's broken it. It's always 2.
Yep.
You can't own the other person's reflection.
Yeah.
But you can use the pain that he's pushing onto you to find what's inside of you that's trapped.
Yeah.
Or afraid to deal with.
Yeah.
Or you just don't want to go into it because it's too painful.
Yeah.
Right? But that pain is just an emotional nutball. Because you don't know exactly what it is. It's too, I'll use the word hard, to figure out. So all you have is the drama queen to go an expression of like, I'm so fucked. I don't know what to fucking do with this shit.
Yeah.
But if you're not seeing that as being, I am so fucked, you start looking, he is just fucking me. You got it? The duality?
Yeah.
I am so fucked, or he is fucking me. Follow the energy. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You got it? It's just a finger. Which direction you want to point it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can point it at your mother if you want, because if she said anything that, I didn't like him to begin with,
Yeah.
well then you're gonna say, oh yeah, my mother said that he should be worried about this guy a long time ago. Fuck, I wish I listened to her advice. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going like, oh fuck, my mother knows everything. You know, why does she always know this shit?
Yeah.
You know, that's another level on top of that ball.
I actually wanted to talk about Kariong.
What's Kariong?
Yeah, there's glyphs in Kariong.
Okay, what's Kariong?
It's a sacred site, okay? So there's a grandmother tree that protects the site, which has glyphs, okay? And it's proto-Egyptian stuff.
Okay.
Before the pyramids.
All right.
So it's really ancient stuff. And at the moment, the government have destroyed, like, some of the glyphs. They've filled it with rocks, and they're probably going to continue that way. And I'm really worried because this is a very sacred site, and no one is giving respect to it. Like, it needs to be listened.
What are the Aboriginals? What are the Aboriginals doing for it?
Yeah, that's the thing. So the elders of that land, they caretake that land, but there is a land council called Kariong Land Council, and they've proposed a land development near the Kariong site, 300 meters away. And now you have to think, like, there are actual elders still protecting the site that are not associated with the land development. Why the fuck is this Kariong Land Council, which is posing as Aboriginal heritage, and saying they want to develop there? Do you know what I'm saying?
It's all about tax dollars.
Exactly, it's about tax.
We all know that, but it's just like, you gotta remember, like, government, I know, but government has layers upon layers upon layers of government.
But they smashed it up, Matt. They've smashed the site up.
I get that. Well, what do you think they... Well, I can show you something. Sam, my friend who died just last Christmas, he used to be a builder.
Yeah.
All right? Helped, like, build buildings, plumbing, like a lot of roofing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know that across the bridge, the Anzac Bridge?
Yeah.
Those buildings there? Right there on the side? Okay. So, when he was there digging the site up, they found a whole bunch of old stuff. He said pre-Captain Cook stuff.
Yeah.
All right, tunnels that went under the harbor. Yep. He said there's probably some Aboriginal stuff there, but it was like stuff that, I think there's even some bones and stuff found there.
Oh wow, what bones?
I don't know. But what he said to me was, when the job site guy heard about it, they shut the site down. And they buried everything.
Yep, that's the government for you.
Right? They buried everything and then hushed it all up, and the next day everybody went back to work.
Yep.
And all that was buried. So all those buildings are built on sacred land or Captain Cook stuff, where if that was all exposed, they would have never let that building happen to go up, right?
Yeah.
I'm only sharing with that because Sam told me I wasn't supposed to talk about this, but now he's passed away, so I hope this is okay, Sam. Feels like it's okay. So that's something that he shared with me. It's like this happens continually here, everywhere, because no matter where you dig, there's going to be some like leftovers of a society or something that was left there.
That's right.
All right. So why do you think most places don't want to dig anything?
Yeah,
because they're going to expose something they don't want to see.
Exactly. They're going to find it.
And then they have to shut if it's all legal.
Yeah.
Let's say it's $1 billion project.
Because
it's going to get delayed 2 years. And now all the investors are going to have like cows and freakouts.
Yeah.
Because all their money is now being delayed on being spent, and thus their returns are being held up.
Yeah.
These are all just layers of government. From investor to the top brass. The government always wants a new civilization or a town or something to develop. Why? Because it puts infrastructure in that gets paid by the people, taxation,
right?
And schools schools, and you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just another level that a government wants to have in place. The
Absolutely.
government's not wrong, because that's what governments do.
They're using our energy for their own purpose.
Well, it's like
all of that.
they can
all of
say
that.
that they're using our energy for that purpose,
Yeah.
but knowing that, what's stopping them from continually eating up your energy?
What's stopping
It's
them
called
is our own empowerment.
Well, it's called self-responsibility.
Exactly.
So when I call this inner work that we keep talking about,
Yeah.
which is like honoring and evolving
Mhm.
into a new shift of consciousness,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, that's also going to like change the way that you think. Changing consciousness is not just a word.
Yeah.
Imagine you with your own brain going like, all right, I want to change the way I think.
Yeah.
Easily said, but you've got to have a fluid ability
Yes.
to change
exactly.
who you
like
are.
Bruce Lee says, you
Yeah.
have to be fluid like water.
Yeah, you have to be fluid.
still. Yeah.
So most people, when you're playing the blame game,
Yeah.
they're not fluid.
No, that's right.
They're expecting somebody else to do the job or the work.
Yeah, that's right.
Being fluid is, it's one thing to complain about it, but what can you or what are you doing about it? So there are people that will do voice thing, just put information onto the grid,
Yeah.
so that'll like at least give information out there that, hey, there's something going on here, did you know about it? If the answer's no, here's some feedback, here's some information, this is what it's all about,
Yeah.
right? So where is the voice of the Aboriginal people?
That's right.
Well, for instance, like right now, you're talking to us about this, but I haven't heard about this from any Aboriginal platform.
There is a video that I can show you.
I know, but it's like one person. Now the media,
Yeah.
because media is controlled by the government,
Yeah.
right? Media is not the way that I believe is going to pick up any power on this, because
They should. Though.
but they
This is
won't, because
important.
anything that the government doesn't sanction is good news.
Yeah, that's right. They want to bury it.
Well, they don't want to bury it. They
destroy
just
the history
they
of
just
the
don't
land.
allow that to go through the mainstream media, because it's going to cause a disturbance.
But Mac, it's not fair. Like, you know, Göbekli Tepe, it's acknowledged as a sacred site, you know, and the pyramids of Giza, it's acknowledged as a sacred site. But Kariong glyphs, it's just being destroyed, you know, it's so important. Why are they destroying it?
Well,
it's
it's-
proto-Egyptian stuff, which means
I know, but it's like,
ancient.
I mean, it's just not, I think, necessarily the responsibility of the government to protect it.
Well, people, that's true.
It's the people
need
that
to-
you are voting in.
Or just everyday people that know and
Yeah.
care about the site.
Sure. So I can't tell you I have an answer for what anybody can do for that, because it's kind of out of my
But
range
you're
of
into
how
crystals, right?
I know.
This is rocks I'm talking
I got that. Once
Stones.
I know I got that. So it's like
Yeah.
for me, I'm very much what I would call an elemental,
Yes, I know.
right? So I don't have an expansion of futures,
Yeah.
and I don't really get into too much of the past.
Yeah.
I live in very much the now. Sure.
I like-
So when I say I'm living in the now, like my future is 10 minutes to the future,
Yes.
and my past is 10 minutes to the past.
Yes.
You got it? That's the time frame I live in. It's when people bring other things forward or to my attention, when I share, I'll call it my technology with them,
Yeah.
it grounds them out into the now. So when you're in the now, what can you do about it? That's where I can only hold my space and go like, I don't know the answer for that one,
Yeah.
right? So if there's anybody out there now who's listening to this
Yes.
that
Yes.
has a channel and knows what to do,
Yes.
then there'll be something that comes into them right now as I'm holding space.
Please, please, please.
So that
protect
whether
Kariong.
it's a government official that's listening to this, and it might him like going through a bit of awakening that I want to do something about it, not
Yeah.
wear the weight of shame,
Yes. No
or if
ego.
there's a bunch of other people out there that have some ability to make a difference,
Yeah.
whether they know a politician or whether they know a school teacher or another mean of mainstream media
Just
that would
keep it
bring
going.
on the attention of other people to follow into
Yeah.
line, then those people will know what to do with their friends, with their companions, with their workers, that kind of thing. So if what we're doing right now is the right thing for a planet to maintain its grip on some type of sovereignty and holding I don't know, a future government from just smashing everything because they're careless and don't care.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to
Well,
it's about the individual
yeah.
standing and believing something and putting your energy field, whether it's love, compassion, or if you don't know what to do, just put a little forgiveness and compassion to those that will stand up and do it for them.
Yeah. Did you see the mural of Uluru?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I can do out there is put that to the screen.
Thank you, Matt. We need to spread this, keep it going. Like, people need to awaken, you know. Government officials are not excluded. They need to understand, like, this is sacred land we're on about, you know.
So, like, that was my words, but you can feel the energy behind what I just shared with you all. That's the truth.
Yeah.
My words can't expand or tell you how it all works with energy, with love, with compassion. A lot of people deem this as all this crazy talk, but it's real.
It's real.
So just stand up, and you don't need to use your voice. Unless your voice, you know what to say, then use your voice.
Yeah.
But if you're just sitting there silent and you don't know what to do, then send your compassion for the government, that they're doing their best, but they're not recognizing what is really something there to be handled.
Yeah, exactly.
For like some compassion for the people that are out there trying to help, right? It's not time to pick a side, it's time to heal the planet.
That's right.
Right? Picking sides, what's it done for ourselves so far other than create a war or some type of disturbance?
No blame.
That's
not blaming.
old energy.
That's right.
The new paradigm, I believe, is there's no right or wrong. It's compassion, forgiveness.
Yeah.
So if you can forgive and have compassion for others, well, that's the start of healing a planet and healing everything that's in front of us, right in front of our nose.
Yes.
Right? Judgment, what's that going to do for you? Hatred, what's that doing for you? You know, if there's no compassion, how can you stand upon anything with no compassion? You're just another one of the low vibrational beings on the planet, if I can call them that. So it's time to stand up and work on yourselves. Be a compassionate, forgiving, and loving being. Everything can be conquered and done in that framework of energy, of mind, of heart, of that kind of bond.
I think, therefore I am, therefore I conquer.
So there you go. I mean, that's all I can share with you without going into complete monkey brain.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Thank you, Matt, because I think people need to empower themselves and realize the potential. Then we can start moving on and shifting the planet and protect sacred sites, for fuck's sake. Like, this is original land. Like, we're not supposed to live this way. We need to respect one another. We need to respect our earth. We all live on this space. Like, we're shared space here. So we need to have more compassion for others, like you said. But having said that, it's really difficult when people just go ahead and destroy sacred sites and have disrespect for culture. We need to respect other people's cultures, you know what I mean? Like, whether you believe they're fake or real or whatever, I mean, there needs to be a respect, a sense of respect, because people do believe that they're real, even if the government says they're not. Do you know what I mean? We just need to respect. So this is the thing, like, when we're moving forward, we can't blame, but at the same time, it does get frustrating. And, you know, the anger is coming from somewhere, and we need to honor that as well. So it's a progress. It's a work in progress.
Well, I feel like the anger comes with people that are just not willing to do anything. And they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So instead of sitting there angry and doing nothing with it but wearing it, I'm just going to say, like, put their anger into more of a compassionate field.
Okay.
At least with that compassion, that forgiveness field, things can happen from there. If a government only hears or feels anger, how can a government respond to just anger with not just bouncing its own anger or fear back at that anger?
Yes.
It doesn't work. It's like it's time to change the way we use our energy. Anger doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, you can't manifest from anger. You're absolutely right.
Right? So it's only with compassion and forgiveness.
But
there's strength.
Yeah, anger does. It's a fire. It lights something. So, and you can create with it, but you need to be careful on how you use it. That's my opinion on that.
Well, for me, it's like I don't use it at all. That's the
Yeah.
old self. That's the three-dimensional self. Anger had a time to be understood, but now it's like, what have we learned about anger? Does it ever fix anything?
Not really.
Does it ever heal anything? Well, that timeline or that adventure, I'll call it, from the human being is over. It's time to like release it. It's time to forgive.
Yes.
And it's time to dissolve anger. It's
Yeah.
no longer needed. We're already on a shift of consciousness that anger cannot be supporting or even be part of.
Yes.
So if you're just dealing with anger, you might want to just think about what that anger is doing to others or yourself, or how can it even help a future if there's anger.
Yeah, no, you can't.
So it's up to you how you take that on. I'm not demonizing anger. If you like anger, well, that's your choice. Use it. Live in it. Feel it. I don't know what you're going to do with it. But for me, no. I don't deal with anger. I mean, I've loved my anger in. I know what my anger is. It's powerful. It can hurt people.
Yeah.
Well, how does hurting people do anything for a planet? Only serves me. Well, I think we're past the me part.
Yeah.
We're no longer, I believe, in free will. We are now, I believe, in what I'd call sovereign will.
Me too, I believe that.
So sovereign will
Cosmic sovereignty.
is a planetary will, if I could say that.
Yeah.
It's not the individual anymore.
No, it's our collective cosmic sovereignty.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I feel.
if the word sovereign,
Yeah.
not by definition what sovereign is,
Yeah.
right? Because I think in the dictionary it says a form of government.
Right.
Right? No, we're not talking about a government. We're talking about humanity.
Yeah.
So
And our
if
spiritual
that sovereign is a government of humanity, I kind of can go with that. But it's like maybe under the umbrella of, say, Gaia,
Yeah. Yeah.
being
right.
the brand new, complete government of the planet.
Okay.
All right? So I think that kind of fits the groove.
Yeah, because we're living in a living sentient consciousness.
Yes,
Everything has consciousness.
that's correct. So Gaia, I call her mom.
Yeah.
We're only here by her invite as a human being. This body, flesh, by the ground that she shares with us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if people believe that or not, but that's the way I see it and feel it.
Yeah, because it's
So-
elemental, like you said.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's up to you what you believe in. I'm not here to disregard anybody else's belief systems. Those are my belief systems.
By the way, I got you these.
Galactic Heritage cards. Oh,
They're really
sure.
cool. These are really, really, really cool.
All right. Well, thank you.
That's okay. Yeah, I'll just show people. These are some of the cards in there. Really cool cards. So you
All
can
right.
use it because it's about the stars.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
not.
cool.
I'm usually not too connected to the stars.
Oh, we all are.
I know, but I mean, I don't usually channel that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm usually very elemental. I channel from Earth, so to speak.
Oh, and I'll show
I can reach the stars
And
or
this.
go there, but it's not my favorite place to be
Edgar Cayce.
traveling. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I actually, my birthday is his death day. So
Oh, wow.
I feel
Interesting.
like I'm like a reincarnation, or I have
A piece of it.
a piece of Edgar Cayce in me.
Oh.
So 3rd of January.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, you have to check that one out. I'm not a big reader, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not here. I got a bit of dyslexia, a
Me
bit of
too.
bipolar, a bit of
ADHD.
Asperger's, bit of,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got all the
I've
above.
got schizophrenia, bipolar.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so
Right. It's kind of like everybody on the
I take
heavier
medication
spectrum.
as well.
We kind of like have problems processing emotions.
Yeah, I know.
We haven't been taught, or we don't know what an emotion is. You got to like learn it the hard way.
Exactly. Well, we're coming up to your crystal store. Do you want to end this?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you everyone for watching. Do you want to say anything?
No, it's just like, sure, all you people out there are waiting for an end game on a dimensional shift, but try not to think there's an end to it, because we're just building the roots.
Yes, it's a cycle.
You can't build the end game unless the roots are in. That means we're shifting into a higher vibe energy field, right? So all the lower vibrations, call them shadow base. Anything short of being love, compassion, and forgiveness and gratitude, everything else is pretty much a shadow game.
Yeah.
So if you're still living in shadow, it's time to change. So it's up to you how you take that information. Try not to wear all those heavy parts. And if you can't forgive, at least try to intend it.
Yeah.
Like even by saying, if you don't want to, I want to forgive.
Forgiveness is really key. And, you know, in terms of Kariong, I know we're all stressed out about it. I mean, those viewers that know about it or are finding out about it. But ultimately, we should be able to forgive because Valerie Barrow, she's got the story about what's happened there at Kariong. And, you know, through it all, she was able to forgive. She was a very forgiving person. So the story couldn't have come through unless she was able to have gratitude and forgive. So forgiveness, everyone. We need to have more compassion and understand our power. That's what sovereignty is about, really.
All right, well, cool interview.
Cool interview. Thank you, Mac.
You're welcome.
Love you. All right.
Bye
Thank
now.
you, everyone. Bye.